Hi, I'm Chris. You're watching Provost Park Pass, and today I'm in Strasbourg, France. This is an amazing little town, village, city, suburb, and I thought I'm just gonna walk around and show you what it's like because it's just almost like a fairy tale. This is just how it is. See the street there? You got all the little cobblestones. That is where like the little trains, like the people get on and off. But people just walk across it. They don't seem to mind the fact that their trains go up and down. And it's just how it is. And you turn and you look down all these little tiny like alleyways. I thought I'd kind of go down here, take a look at this alleyway. If you just look, and there's like little shops and little eateries all along the way around here. And a lot of the restaurants, which I think are interesting, these smaller restaurants, they are open in the morning and then they close around 4 or so in the afternoon. And then once they close, they open up again around 6:30. So from 4 to 6:30 in the evening, which is like a huge time in America to be getting food, right? They're almost all just closed. See? And then at 6:30 they open up again. They're open for like 6:30 till around 11 o'clock at night, and people start eating again at that point. It's very different than the way that it is in America, but I think it's so cool. So, as you can see, lots of bikes. It's different. We're kind of in a more touristy hot spot, I think. So I'm just gonna kind of walk around. Hopefully I don't get lost, be able to find our way. Amanda and Miles, they're at a restaurant eating right now, and I thought I would come here and just kind of show you what it's like to be here. The buildings are awesome. I love they have flowers that hang out of the buildings. See, it's weird, there's like a little car just came right down the road. It's different. I read some comments that people were asking, questions that I was asked. The most common question is, how difficult is it to go to like a foreign country? It's not necessarily difficult, it's just different. So you have to be prepared when you go someplace foreign I think it's important to try to adopt their culture. Okay, so you see that it's a little Ferris wheel right over here. And I noticed, I've traveled a lot, and Americans seem to come in two different types. As Americans, we tend to do one of two things. I'll talk about that just 1 second, but just gonna walk down here. It's really cool. I want to cross the street, but I have to be paying real close attention. Because I want to show you this statue here. This is the Gutenberg statue. Gutenberg made the first movable type printing press. And he's from Germany, but he came over here and was over here in Strasbourg. So they have a big statue. He's right here. Showing him. And there's a big statue of Gutenberg. And he made the movable type press, printing press, so he was able to, literature was able to come out a lot more. First thing they did was the Bible. You can see this. This is the statue. There it is. They show it like. Culture changes from place to place, obviously. And there's no correct culture. I think that's really important to remember that. I'm gonna go this way here. I'm gonna go down here. There's no correct culture. It's just different. So when I'm talking about Americans, it seems like we tend to do one of two things. Some Americans, when they travel to a place, I think the majority of Americans, when they do this, when they travel to a new place, they're like, when in Rome. Whatever the culture is, they try to adopt it and enjoy it. I think that is the correct thing to do. So, like restaurants are closed and they don't open until, make sure they're not gonna get hit by a car or a bike, or if restaurants are closed and they don't open until 6:30, Americans just adapt to that. Like, oh, okay, well, let's just eat later. Ooh, look behind me. So maybe let's get a little bit closer. The second type is I see sometimes Americans come and I think they think that they have like they think the American way is the best way. And so when they come to foreign countries, they're like, we should do it like this. This is how we do it in America. You hear people say a lot, like, this is how we do it in America. I think that's really, you shouldn't do that. Just enjoy the culture. It's just different. Doesn't mean it's one's better than the other. They're just different. Let me show you this. This is, I mean, like, you're just walking around and you see, this is one of the largest and tallest buildings in all of Europe for a long time. It was the tallest Christian church for a long time. I don't remember the exact dates. But you come here and it's just beautiful, this church. Cathedral. I'm gonna zoom out as wide as I can. All right, so this is awesome. I want to show you this. This here, do you see this right here? This pole, sandstone pole. This was here, this has been here a long time. And a long time ago, when people would come to the market, you had to walk between that pole. And you had to fit between the building and this pole, and you'd have to walk between it. And if you couldn't fit between it, they wouldn't let you into the market. That's kind of crazy time. There's this house here. I think a wealthy German person had that house built. And in the evening, they light it up and it lights up this whole beautiful area, kind of like a candle. This here is this church here. It's called the Notre Dame Cathedral of Strasbourg. And it is free to enter in. Anybody can enter in. I'll get a little closer so you guys can see some of the architecture. You go look at the roads here. It's cool. I guess these are probably saints of some type. And I don't know who they all are. But what I notice is they're bigger and they get a little bit smaller as they go up. This is of course a very touristy spot because people want to come here to see the cathedral. But you get to come over here and these little trains here, you pay money and the train will take you around and they have a headset. And they have like 18 different languages you can listen to as you go around and they tell you the history of the city. Amanda, Miles, and I did that. It's very fun. And then we couldn't figure this out. This is like a rest area. They have built this area here and there's books that people can grab and read and then hammocks where people can go in and you can actually like laid out in these hammocks. I just noticed that right here is where you can actually pay to do that, to go to the top of the theater. Not theater, the cathedral, which I think I just was texting Amanda, like, let's go do that. So this here, you can notice a little bit different architecture. This is called the Goth architecture, and this is kind of more of like I can't remember what it's called, but see, this has got like the little going up, and this has more of a rounded outside. Looks very French to me. Looks German. Now Strasbourg has been, it's right there across the river. It's right next to Germany. So it's been under German influence, it's been under French influence. It's gone back and forth between the two countries a lot. I know that these aren't the normal type of videos that I do, but I enjoy having you with me, just kind of looking around. I think it's fun to have you here and to see some different culture. Now, see, there are books, little books here, and people can leave books. You can grab a book and then you can just kind of relax and read a book over there in the hammocks. It's an interesting little thing. I don't know what that is. Maybe we'll go walk in there. I love to see different parts of the world and just kind of check it out. It's fun for me and Miles and Amanda. We love it. This is different and cool. I don't know what this is, but we definitely can walk over here and see. Now, sometimes, I remember that question people ask me, like, do you feel safe when you travel? I do feel safe when I travel, but there are certain things that you can do to make yourself feel a little more safe when you travel. I've never encountered a pickpocket. I know a lot of people worry about that, and that seems to be a big problem, but I've never actually encountered that. But I also always keep my wallet and valuables in my front pocket. I don't keep it in the back pockets. I'm also trying to be hyper aware of my surroundings. When I notice when I'm in a crowd of people, or like if I'm on a subway or train, I just keep my hand over my pocket. And I just kind of look around and make sure that we're safe. Look at this. I had to show you this church, guys. I don't know. Is that a sundial, maybe? I always feel safe. It's never really been a problem, but I'm also kind of aware of my surroundings. The other thing is, when we travel, people say, what about food? Food, yeah, it's different. I go to different places, the food's gonna be different. I particularly enjoy trying different food. Something I think is kind of fun. Sometimes I eat something and it's just like, you're like, okay, I don't like it. If you eat something you don't like, the worst thing is you just take some water and drink water and that taste is gone, then you try something else. Some people are really paranoid, like, I don't want to eat anything I don't like. I don't find it that bad of an experience. I eat something I don't like, I just drink a little bit of water and move on. I try to try different types of food wherever I go and try to see what they like. And so I find that enjoyable. My wife Amanda loves doing that. I think her favorite food is maybe Korean. Of all the places we visited, she likes that really hot, spicy noodles that just like burns your face off. She loves kimchi, she loves all that. So that's like her thing. It just is like, wow, it's kind of crazy hot. I enjoy the sweets, like here in France. I love the crepes. You got crepes, you got sweet crepes, it's savory. I love sweet crepes. We had one last night. It was caramel with butter. Oh man, it was amazing. Just really enjoyed that. So yeah, I love it. Okay, take a look at this architecture here. It's like an English Tudor house. It's fun. Here's what we'll be doing. Our next video, I'm going to maybe show a travel video where we travel from Strasbourg to Disneyland Paris. So we'll be going to Disneyland Paris. That is the most visited theme park in all of Europe, obviously Disneyland Paris. But we're also going to be going to a different theme park, Park Asterix. I know nothing about it. We'll be meeting some Disneyland Paris cast members and hanging out with them. So tomorrow we'll be traveling to Disneyland Paris. Then the next 2 days we'll be at Disneyland Paris. Then we'll be going to this new park called Park Asterix. And then after that, we'll be traveling home. So I just wanted to kind of show you all this cool stuff while we're here in Strasbourg, because this place is magical. It's really fun. I hope you guys enjoy it. I know these videos aren't typically what we do. They're a little bit different. And I know that most people probably won't watch these videos, but if you have watched the video at this point, I appreciate you, and I hope that you are enjoying our little venture. All right, guys, tomorrow will be a travel day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. I had one last thought. I remember one other thing is people commenting, like, do you try to do touristy things, or you try to go do authentic? Here's the thing. When you go visit a place, all the locals are always gonna be like, all you saw was the touristy stuff. That's fine. This is the way I look at it. If you're at a place and you're at a very short amount of time, do the touristy things. Hit it all. Hit all the cathedrals. Hit the museums. Do all that, because you might never make it back here. I don't know if I'll ever make it back here to Strasbourg. So we're gonna do all the touristy things. If I was spending multiple weeks here, then I would do the touristy things, and after that I would start going to off the beaten path to other places. But yeah, there's no shame in doing touristy stuff. It's super fun, and it's I love it. So yeah, it was just the other. I noticed the comments. People are like, "What do you prefer?" And so, both. Yeah. So it's. I mean, it's an amazing experience no matter what you do. Oh, look at this. Look at these flowers on this building. I'm walking back to Amanda and Miles right now, and look at those. Love it. I can't believe I keep forgetting the other questions people asked. I was like, well, how do you know how to get around? We use our phones a lot, particularly like the Google Maps. We'll look at destination and we just click the walking icon, and we'll use that to help us kind of decide where we want to go and walk around. And that's just what we do. So, all right, guys, for reals, this is the end of it. I will see you guys tomorrow on our travel day. We'll be taking a train, and then we'll be doing all Disneyland Paris. And I cannot wait to get to Disneyland Paris because I love it so much. Oh, I need to stop for 1 second. I think, yeah, we're right here by Amanda and Miles. I want to talk to you. Let me find a little spot here where I can talk to you. Hang on. All right, let's just stand right here. Bunch of bikes. That's where the train comes. I'm talking to you. And you might think, you're not talking to me. If you think that, then I'm obviously talking to you. I want you to know how amazing you are. I think you are wonderful. You are awesome, and you make the world a better place. Did you know that? And I know that some of you maybe are going through a little bit of a rough time, and some of you maybe don't have the opportunity to travel, and maybe some of you are having a health issue or medical issue, or maybe even a job issue or relationship issue. And if you're going through a rough patch right now, take a deep breath, and I want you to know that you are amazing. You make the world a better place. You absolutely 100% do. And I hope you hear that enough. I appreciate you. I really do. All right. I hope you hear that enough. I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. I did come back to climb this stairway with Amanda and Miles. So it's a lot of stairs. And it's very tight and very windy. A lot. I'll show you the view once we get to the top. We're climbing up. We still have a ways to go up, but this is like this is the craziest little thing, because I'm gonna turn this way to show you this walkway, and then you look this way, there's a little walkway. There's Miles. We came out that door right there, and we walked this walkway, and now we're gonna go up some more stairs right behind us. I don't know how many steps this is, but it's a lot, and they're narrow. There are so many stairs. Holy cow. I think we're getting close to the top. Like, you can't help, but this is so much. Breathe heavy, wow. Whoa. Let me show you how high we are. Wow. We are, I think, as high as we can go, and overlooking this amazing view. It goes all the way around, guys. As I learn things, I'm gonna share them with you. See these giant, like, treadmills. They would put two men inside these treadmills, and they would walk. As they walk, the rope would tighten up, and that's how they raise and lower things to this high point, by using these treadmills. That's how you get things up and down. You see a little hole right there. That's where you could lower the buckets and stuff, or whatever it is that you were raising. This is the main platform, and they would use this place for picnics. It's very popular. Families would come up here and have picnics, and then they would sometimes play music up here, and the guards would shoot cannons off for celebrations. This is the guard house where the guards lived. They would watch for fires and for invaders. See this tall tower here? It was supposed to be a twin tower, another one right here, but they never built the second one. So you only have the first tower. Okay, so I just want to show you this. Families would come up here and they would carve their names in the stones. It's crazy. The oldest one we can find is 1655. And now we are going down. So many stairs. Okay. That's where we're at. See you guys tomorrow.